faithful people. I'm Orleen.
I'm Gary. We live full-time in our RV.
Yes, we do. And we travel. And sometimes the weather determines whether or not you're going to go to a certain location or try to find a different route. Let's go down that road. So we're going to get you caught up a little bit. We ended up in El Paso, Texas, and we visited Gary's nephew for a few days. We got to get some work done on our videos. We got some work done on the truck, and we went to worship there. And so it was a really good time there. And then from there, we debated on going up to Albuquerque. Now, Albuquerque was not the problem. Albuquerque weather was pretty good. But then that meant that we would be on I-40 going west. And that took us to Flagstaff. Flagstaff was cold. We typically boondock, which means we have no hookups. And we don't use our furnace unless we absolutely must. So we looked at the weather. It was going to be in the 20s at night. It was going to be cold. So that was an issue. And then we were looking at the weather at the Grand Canyon because we were going to go north from Flagstaff to the Grand Canyon, and it was the same issue there. So we're changing things around a little bit, and we decided to go. We took 180 north out of Deming. And then it was a scenic route, and it didn't start out quite as scenic as we thought. It was like, okay, but then it became very scenic. And then from there, we hit 60. And 60 took us down into Arizona, and that was beautiful. We were like at one point like 8,000 feet in the air.
Well, we were on a mountain. Yeah.
We
pretty much stayed on the road. Yeah, but it was very high. Yes.
Yes, it was. There was snow. So we're going to show you all that today. Just the beautiful scenery and everything. There's going to be a lot of music. But I hope you'll enjoy it. It's just, it was definitely worth the trip. We're going to start it in the National Forest. I have a hard time coming up with how to pronounce it, but I did find out afterwards that a lot of people don't know how to pronounce it, and that all my different pronunciations were what I found on the internet. So, so I just gave them all to you. But that's where we start. That was one of the first nights we stayed in the national park, and that was really nice. Very quiet, no hookups, but it was free camping. Giving everybody some sunshine before we leave and take off again. These plants both need a lot of sun, and they don't get it during the day when we're driving. Mr. Turtle, he likes to sun himself. And the Lucy light. This was our beautiful sight last night here in the Gila National Forest. I gotta make sure I say this right. The Gila National Forest.
It could be Gila.
It could be Gila?
I'm not sure.
Okay. The Gila or the Gila or the Gila. Anyway, it's spelled Gila. And it is a national forest here in New Mexico, and we happened to come across it last night because we took an alternate route. We have no idea what our elevation is, but that's snow.
We're still in New Mexico.
Yes, just coming up to the border here, where it says Arizona. And there's snow on the hills up ahead. you can see that or not, but that's all burned out area where that snow is. There's no green trees in there, just a few. A lot of sticks up in there. This was a huge fire. It's a very large burned out area on both sides of the road and going up the hill. At some point we crossed over into the Apache National Forest. A lot more trees, more evergreen trees, pines and cedars. We just passed a sign that said congested area. Oh yeah. Being on the off-roads. Expect the unexpected. We just saw a sign that said winter rec area, and then there was a sign pointing to it, to a road, and then at the road it said closed during the winter. Okay. Scenery has changed a little.
The road's a little straighter.
Not as high. We figured the elevation was that we were at was probably at least 8,000.
Yes.
And because of the town that we came into was an elevation of 7,000, and that was after we'd gone down quite a ways. So that's probably why we saw snow where we were. This is Show Low, Arizona. Aren't the trees pretty? All along both sides of the street. We were up there, and then we went around and curved and everything, and then went down, and it's a major switchback around. Oh, it's just crazy. Oh, wow. Just keep going back and forth. That car down there, that's where we were. We were on the road 8 hours that day, and we were on the road in the vehicle moving probably 7 of those 8 hours. We stopped at different places and took, in the views, and we did go into one place to get some supplies and things like that, but other than that, we were on the road, and we don't normally do that, but we were trying to get to Apache Junction by a certain time that evening. And we made it. But we don't recommend doing that when you're hauling an RV behind you. Anyway, we ended up in Apache Junction, and that's where we're going to end this right now. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Hit that red subscribe button down below, and then next to it, a little bell will pop up. Ring that bell, and you will get notified every time a new video comes up. Check out our Facebook page, because we have other things on there that we don't put in our videos. And until next time, God bless.